barbell step up initially. So we've got a 12-inch box and a barbell on the back. This is going to work hips, quads, really like to balance as well. So it's probably my favorite exercise for runners.
All right, Nick, let's go, brother. Nice. Really focusing on the leg that's driving into the step to get extension in the hip and the knee. So really trying to impact that posterior chain on the drive up here.
So get this nice and heavy. Whether up like, do we have to lift heavy? I said, because this isn't going through full range of motion, it's a really nice one, especially as your mileage starts to creep up. You shouldn't get that soreness that you're going to get from a back squat or a movement like that as well. Really good with switch sides. Big push.
Okay, what we got here at B stance RDLs, these are great ways to get strength and a great amount of overload and intensity with your RDL, but kind of keeping it with a focus on single leg. So you can see we've got a staggered stance position over here. So that takes away the balance challenge, which allows Nick to really push strength as a focus, whereas a single leg RDL will have a huge stability focus, which takes away the ability to push and generate force, which is inevitably what's going to help you get stronger. Okay, so we're working on some psoas marches over here. So you've got the upper back supported onto a short bench / box. Really focusing on keeping the hips up with a nice level pelvis as we rise a hip up to, as we rise the knee up to hip level. So as we bring that knee up to hip level, we want to ensure that the hips don't drop down. We want to make sure that the pelvis stays nice and still. So you're getting a nice hip flexor activation on one side, but you're focusing on the other side and the lateral hip, keeping really good lumbar-pelvic control as well. Super important with this movement that we keep it slow and controlled. We want to achieve time under tension, so try not to speed up through it, especially as you're lowering the leg back down and fighting the resistance and the elastic in the band. So we got side plank with leg lift over here, working on the lateral hip on the underside, as well as the obliques and the lateral core as well. Really good for core support, core stability. Working over here on anti-rotation and anti-lateral flexion, which is super important for running economy and energy conservation when it comes to your running. We've got the beautiful calf raise here. What we've got Nick working on over here is holding an A-frame in triple extension, really focusing on keeping the knee nice and still with a nice stiff straight leg position. Also ensuring that those hips and glutes are tucked in without overextending through the low back. Working in a nice quick drive up to the top, but then a controlled lower to make sure that calf and tendon are working hard as we build elastic tension back in the lowering phase. That's it, keep that knee straight, mate.
So those calf raises that I just did when I first came and worked with the running room, my Achilles was in a really bad place, especially on my left-hand side. That whole soleus calf Achilles area, I would limp out of bed in the morning, and it was definitely my Achilles heel. And this was probably about, 5 years ago. And the sort of consensus was that we just need to load that with strength, get it stronger. So initially I went on a shockwave therapy course, did a lot of cross training. I know Achilles issues are something that a lot of runners struggle with because a lot of load goes through your lower leg. But after years of just strength work, loading it, doing calf raises like that, it's absolutely pain-free. So yeah, good signs for what's to come, but it took honestly probably about 3 or 4 years in order to get to that point.